Hello Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Pisces, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it, and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Pisces, let's get started. Let's get the overall energy for your reading for today first. Oh no, that's too much. What's the overall energy for this connection for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? All right, so we do have calling in your soulmate, which is very similar to the Magician in Tarot, which is all about manifesting things into fruition. But we do have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Somebody's definitely manifesting something and or someone into fruition. In this case, I feel like it's someone. It's someone. Somebody's definitely manifesting a soulmate into fruition here, but that's not the problem. The problem is that this person that's manifesting this soulmate connection to fruition, it's somebody who's on the fence about the very thing that they asked for, the very thing that they actually manifested into fruition here for themselves. Now, this could definitely be something that you're going through, or maybe your person's going through. But let's see what's going on. All right, how does Pisces currently view? Oh yeah, I like this relationship. We got the Eight of Wands to the Knight of Pentacles, and then we also have the King of Pentacles. I feel like you have your eyes dead set on someone. They could be an earth sign strongly, so a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possibly even a fire sign, so an Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but it looks like you have your eyes dead set on someone. There's somebody here that, you know, you really do want to go off and pursue a life with. You know, it's as if you're 100% sold on this person and what you want with them. Okay. Now let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship with Pisces? Okay. With the Justice card coming out here for this person, that's kind of telling me that this person's finally getting what it is that they deserve, which is basically you and this relationship that they share with you. But I don't know, Pisces. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this person's kind of looking at you like, It's like this person's kind of looking at you like you're too good to be true. It's like this person's trying to figure out, as blunt as I could put it, it's like this person's trying to figure out, like, what's wrong with you. It's like they look at you like you're a little too perfect, to the point where they kind of feel like, nah, like, something's wrong. Something's just not right. They're just too perfect. There's just something's not right. Something's just not right. And they're very determined, by the way. They're very determined to, like, get down to the bottom of why they feel like you're too good to be true. I just don't think that this person realizes that they actually manifested you and this connection that they share with you into fruition. That's my thing. Like, I don't think that this person realizes that. They asked for all of this. They asked for someone like you to show up in their life for quite some time now, and it kind of looks like you're finally here. And you would think, you know what I mean, this person would get all happy and excited. Instead, it's like they're sitting here questioning, I wonder why they're here. I wonder what they want. They look a little too good to be true. They must be too good to be true, you know, to the point where they are willing to go as far as to try to find something to justify why they feel the way that they feel. How does Pisces feel? Okay. We have the Ten of Swords to the Knight of Wands, and then we also have the Ten of Cups. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Nine of Cups. Look, listen, dude, I feel like this person really, really makes you happy. You know, a lot of you are convinced that you're connecting with the perfect person for you. You're looking at them like they're the one. I just know it. They're the one. I just know it. Are you afraid, you know, of all of this backfiring in your face one day and it not working out between the two of you? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But it kind of looks like you're willing to take a chance on them and see where life could potentially take the both of you. Obviously, you're really hoping that things work out between the two of you, but you know that you do run the risk of, you know, getting hurt in the end. You're really hoping that obviously that doesn't happen, but overall, you feel pretty good about them. You do. You feel pretty good about them and what you could have with them. Now, let's jump back over to this human. How does this person feel? Oh, here we go. Okay. In regards to how this person currently feels, how do I explain this person's freaking thought process here? Give me a second. Because this person thinks, right, that you're too good to be true, they kind of feel like the way that you are with them is just simply you putting on a front for them, you putting on a show for them. Is like the best way that I could put it. So for example, if you go out of your way to do something nice for this person, they're going to internalize all this as you just trying to, run game on them. I don't know. It's like this person is looking at you and the way that you're going about this relationship with them and how you treat them as like, your way of trying to like run game on them. In other words, they don't feel like you mean well. They don't feel like you mean well. They don't. They don't feel like you mean well. They don't feel like you have like genuine and pure intentions. I think it's safe to say that you're very different from what they're accustomed to dealing with, which could definitely explain, why they feel the way that they feel and why they're looking at the situation that why they're looking at this entire situation the way that they're looking at it. I mean, that makes more logical sense, but I am getting like, if you've ever went out your way to do something nice for this person, they instantly took that as a sign of you're just trying to run game on them. You're just trying to get them to fall for, you and your little games. But that's my thing, is that I don't feel like you're playing any games with them. Like, you come off to me as somebody who's pretty serious about this person. Let's keep going. What actions will Pisces take towards this person or moving forward? Okay, you got the Two of Wands to the Six of Swords, and then we also have the Hangman. You know what's crazy? Is that I feel like you have no idea. I feel like you have no idea that this person doesn't really trust you. I don't think that you have any idea that this person's really questioning your intentions with them. I don't feel like you have any idea. I don't. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Pentacles. True pair situation between you and this person. We do have the King and the Queen of Pentacles, making the two of you very compatible to one another. Let's look at this person a little bit more. But as far as you're concerned, before the Two of Wands comes the Ace of Wands, which speaks of our own personal wants and desires. This is you pursuing who you want and what you want with them, which is this happily ever after. So, like I said, you're 100% sold on this person and what you want with them. What actions will this person take towards Pisces or moving forward? That's the problem right here. That's the real issue here, is this right here. This person is perceiving you like you're a King of Wands like energy, but you're not a King of Wands like energy. You're a King of Pentacles like energy, which makes you the polar opposite of a King of Wands like energy. A King of Wands is somebody who's known for being like a playboy playgirl like energy. It's somebody who's known for being extremely non-committal. You don't act like a King of Wands and you don't move like a King of Wands. That's like my thing. That's my thing. Like, a King of Wands is not going to be the type of person that's going to turn around and try to pursue a relationship, okay, with anybody. Like, this is that type of person that likes their singlehood and their freedom, so they're not trying to be tied down to absolutely anyone. It kind of looks like you're trying to be tied down to this one over here. So again, like, you're very far from a King of Wands like energy. Another thing too, you're showing up as a King of Pentacles regardless of your gender, male or female, doesn't matter. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us, but you're at that stage in your life, Pisces, where you're just looking for somebody that you can settle down with and build towards a life with. Of course, it would have to be the perfect person though, because the King of Pentacles is somebody who's very picky, just like the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is very picky. Like, these are not the type of people that are going to turn around and just settle for whoever or whatever. Like, you would literally have to be the perfect person to get a King of Pentacles to settle down or a Queen of Pentacles to settle down. So I think it's safe to say, you know, that this person is everything that you want and more. But see, here's the thing, right? Is that they're looking at you like you're everything that they want and more. The problem is that they just think that you're putting on a show for them. They just think you're running game on them. Again, they're looking at you like you're a King of Wands, but you're not a King of Wands. That's my thing. You're not a King of Wands. And then the crazy part of it all is this. We have the sun out here, and the sun, it does speak of happiness and joy and butterflies and rainbows and ponies and stuff, but it also speaks of illumination. Like, it's like the truth is staring at them right in the face, but they just don't see it. You know? Like, it's like the universe is trying to, like, reveal to this person time and time again that you're not, like, this playboy playgirl, like, energy like they think you are. I just kind of feel like they're just not trusting the signs from the universe. You know what I mean? They're just not trusting the signs from the universe. And I think it's because they think that they're right about you. But that's the thing, is that their physical reality with you doesn't really match this negative narrative they created in their mind about you. Like, both things cannot be true at this point, you know, is what I'm trying to say. Like, they can't sit here and think that you're legit, like this playboy playgirl like energy, but then you're showing them that you're clearly not by wanting to settle down with them and build towards a life with them. Because a King of Wands, and when I tell you a King of Wands is not trying to do that, a King of Wands is not trying to do that. Like, a King of Wands wants to live their life and be single and free and not tied down to freaking anybody. So you see what I mean? It's like, it doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. It just does not add up. It does not add up. It doesn't. All right, let's see what the romance angels have to say. But as far as like how they plan on moving forward, this is what also kind of makes the whole situation kind of like crazy, right? Because you would think, right, that, okay, like if this person truly, you know, believes and thinks that you're this playboy playgirl like energy, which they truly do think this about you, by the way, you would think that they would stop talking to you, right? Like, you would think that they would stop entertaining you. Like, you would think that they would stop, like, answering your phone calls and replying back to your texts, right? But it's like, they're still entertaining you. They're still going on dates with you. They're still texting you back. They're still calling you back. So it's like, do you think that they're a player or do you not think that they're a player? That's, like, my thing. It's like, because it looks like they don't want to end up with a player because they've been there, done that, which, okay, that's fine, understandable. But it's like, if they really do believe this, I don't understand why they're calling you back. I don't understand why they're making time for you. I don't understand why they're going on dates with you. I don't understand, because that's exactly what I see them doing. I still see them talking to you. I still see them going on dates with you. I still see them entertaining you. So it's like, do they really believe that you're a player though? You know, like, do they really believe this? Because now I'm starting to question, you know, if they really, really do believe this. Anyways, I don't know. Just thought I'd throw that out there. But what actions? I mean, not what actions. What can you tell me for Pisces? Okay, so we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And then we also have reconciliation. Oh, interesting. Okay. Before you, there was a King of Wands. I am getting that. Before you, there was definitely a King of Wands. Now, whoever this King of Wands, they're more than likely, this person was very non-committal, playboy playgirl like energy, because that's just what the King of Wands is known for. But yeah, before you, there was a King of Wands. It's interesting because everything that they are experiencing and receiving from you is the very thing that they wanted out of this King of Wands that they weren't able to get out of this King of Wands. For example, it looks like they were dealing with a King of Wands prior to you that they wanted to go off and like run off into the sunset with and be in a relationship with. But it kind of looks like this King of Wands wasn't trying to do all of that, is basically what I'm getting. So this person's wish is being granted. It is being granted if you think about it. It is being granted. However, it kind of looks like the universe had something 10 times better for them. So instead of them granting this wish of changing this King of Wands and making this King of Wands wifey material or hubby material, it kind of looks like they sent somebody 10 times better than them, aka you. So yeah, this person's wish is being granted. It just kind of looks like they're not getting what it is that they essentially wanted out of this King of Wands, but they're getting it out of you, and you just so happen to be 10 times better than this King of Wands anyways. Let me explain. There's levels to this. We have the King of Wands that comes out first. We have the King of Swords that follows, King of Cups, and then boom, that's when we hit King of Pentacles status. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that you are 10 times better than this fool, I guess, that they were dealing with prior to you, that they wanted this individual to take them seriously, but it kind of looks like this person never did, because they just wanted to be single and free. That's what the King of Wands does. They want to be single and free. They do not want to be tied down to absolutely anybody. So that's my thing. It's like, it's pretty evident to me that they know what it's like to actually be with a King of Wands like energy, because before you came, they were dealing with a King of Wands like energy. So they know what a player looks like. They've seen what a player looks like. They know how a player moves. They know how a player functions and operates. They know, they have experience when it comes on to dealing with a player. I think that this person can obviously notice the difference. You know, you cannot mistake a King of Pentacles for a King of Wands. Ain't no way. You just can't. It's a night and day type of situation. That's like saying freaking apples look like bananas. Like, it just, they don't look like bananas. I'm sorry. As much as you want to tell yourself that that apple over there looks like that freaking banana over there, like, you're wrong. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what they're doing. It's like, they're trying to convince themselves that you're just like this apple over here. You know what I mean? When in all actuality, you're not. You're a banana, or whatever you prefer, Pisces. I don't know. If you want to be called the banana or the apple, whatever. You know what I mean, okay? You know what I mean. Like, they're trying to, like, convince themselves that, no, you're just like this banana over here. No, you're just like this apple over here when you're not. You're a whole banana, they're a whole apple. Y'all are two very different people. Y'all don't even look the same. You know what I mean? You guys don't look the same. Y'all don't walk the same. Y'all don't talk the same. Like, y'all are not the same. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I don't know. Whatever. It's weird. It's weird. They're trying to, they need to stop convincing themselves that you're just like this banana over here, this apple. You're not. It's two very different people, two very different things here, okay? They're both considered fruits, you know what I mean? So that's kind of telling me you're basically of the same sex as this King of Wands that they were dealing with. Yeah, that's the only thing y'all have in common, is that, you know, y'all have the same sex, you know, but like, you guys are both fruits, you know, but you're definitely an apple and they're definitely a banana, or you're definitely a banana and they're definitely an apple, but y'all are not the same. We're not comparing apples and bananas over here, because they're just not the same. They got some things in common, you know, which is, the only thing is that they're a freaking fruit. But other than that, that's it. You know what I mean? That is literally it. And I think that that's what the universe is trying to, like, reveal to them. Like, you're trying to convince yourself that Pisces is like this person, but they're not like this person. You can see that they're not like this person, but you refuse to accept the fact that they're not like this person. It's like the epitome of you trying to convince yourself that an apple and a freaking banana look the same when they don't look the same. You see what I mean? Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.